Welcome to this edition of Inside the Isles. I'm Aidan Northcott with you as always, joined by Islanders assistant captain, third year with the team, big defenseman on the point, number 6, Noah Laaouan. Noah, thanks for taking a few minutes here.
Perfect, yeah, it's awesome to be here.
Now looking at this season, we're just kind of getting back into the swing of things now when we're recording this. It's the day before our first game of 2021. Looking back in 2020, they played 18 games so far. How are you feeling about your season? You've been off to a rocket hot start yourself, statistically, but also the team as a whole.
Yeah, for sure. No, I think personally I'm happy with where my game's at in the first half, and same with the team. I mean, when you get off to the start that we have as a team and we're playing as well as we have, it's easy to have personal success, and team success is obviously the most important, but it's easy to combine those two things together, I think.
Yeah, this season, I mentioned at the top, assistant captain with the club right now, your first season wearing a letter. How has it felt moving into a little bit more of a leadership role now? You're one of the veterans on the team.
Yeah, no, for sure. Obviously, it's something I take pride in. Obviously, being a leader, and I've been in the league for 4 years now. I think, fourth year. So obviously, I've been through it a little bit and helping out the younger guys as much as possible. So it's a big honor for me and something I take a lot of pride in. And I'm really glad that I get to do it here in Charlottetown.
You mentioned the guys in the locker room. There's a few more guys here now that we talk about. Guys you've already met: Bailey, Pete, Sean, Stewart, and two guys who are still in isolation at the time of this recording, Patrick Gay and Braden Virtue. Why don't you quickly talk about those trades and what that means for the locker room? What was kind of the sense when yourself and some of your teammates heard about some of the acquisitions that were made?
Yeah, for sure. Obviously, I think when you say goodbye to two guys like Justin Gill and Anthony Hamel, it's a little tough at first. They were really good teammates and friends to everybody in that locker room. But those are guys you'll keep in contact with and down the road and always be friends with. But I think what the staff did, bringing in Bailey and Sean and Patrick and Braden, I think will go a long way for our team. Bailey and Pat both have a lot of skill and talent on the forward side, and I think they'll bring lots of goal scoring to us. And Virtue and Stewart are two guys that are tough to play against, and I think will provide a lot of depth back there in the defense and make us a real pain to play against.
One thing that has really changed about yourself anyways is the luscious locks here. Like, what is going on with this hair? I got to take a sidebar here from the hockey questions and ask what's going on with the hair. Like, where did this come from? I've known you'd always have the little short mane, and now you got this these flowing locks here.
Yeah, I mean, when I was younger, I used to try and grow it out, but I couldn't get it as nice as I think I have it now. But yeah, usually with the short hair, but just with COVID and everything this year, it's just kind of been something that I've run with a little bit and see how it goes. I definitely think I might be due for one soon here.
I don't know, man. If you keep growing it out, you could end up with look at some of the guys. You look at Brandon Tanev in the NHL. Some of the hair right now out there, you're on your way, I think.
Yeah.
All right, looking back at minor hockey for a second, because in all the times that you've been here in Charlottetown, I don't think you and I have ever really talked about what it meant to growing up in hockey. Who were some of those influences for you, both growing up in minor hockey, whether it be coaches or parents or volunteers? Was there anybody that kind of stands out to you above and beyond all else?
Well, obviously my parents are a huge influence for me. They've supported me all the way through my career, and my dad, growing up, he was actually a scout with the Rocket at the time, and the first year at Charlottetown, and then he moved on to Baie-Comeau. But it's kind of cool to follow kind of in his footsteps. He started with this organization. Now it's my turn to kind of be in here. In terms of coaches, I think one coach that stands out for me would be Kevin Mitchell. He's a pretty well-known name around Nova Scotia, probably around the Maritimes, and even probably in Hockey Canada. I had him for a couple of years in Pee Wee and Bantam, and I think I learned a lot from him, and he taught all the players that played for him a lot. So I think those people are two people that definitely had big influences in my career, and people I learned a lot from and helped me get where I am today.
You talk about that full circle kind of moment where your dad starts with the organization, going back to, like you said, the PEI Rocket, and being here in the first year of the Charlottetown Islanders, and now you're part of the team as well. Overall, looking at your time here in Charlottetown to this point, because obviously there's still so much more left to go, how would you say you've enjoyed your time here in Charlottetown?
I love it. I mean, I think everybody here that plays here really enjoys it. I think our staff with the coaches, they're amazing, top notch, and I mean there's not much more you can say about how amazing Kevin Spide are. So the staff as a whole, and then just the city. I think the city is amazing. It's a close-knit community. There's all kinds of hidden gems around here, and PEI is a beautiful spot, so I definitely, I've enjoyed it a lot here, and I definitely think it'll be a spot that I come back to a lot in the future.
Now, looking in the future, as I said off the top, time of recording this is the day before the first game of 2021. What would you say your goals are for not only yourself, but for your teammates for the second half of the season?
Yeah, I think personally, just kind of continuing the success that I had in the first half. Like I said, I was really happy with how my game was in the first half, and I think just continuing to build on that and excel at the best level that I can. You know, I think all the guys around me are going to give that opportunity. And then I think in terms of group play, I think the group in there has a lot of high expectations for ourselves, right from the staff to the players. There's a lot of excitement around the group we have here, and I think we're going to be competitive. And obviously, the goal is to win a championship, whenever that may be. But I think we all have a lot of faith in the group that we have here, and I think that's something that we all believe we can achieve.
Well, I think whenever that may be is probably the perfect answer for it, but I do believe personally it's a matter of when and not if. So Noah, thanks for taking a few minutes here to chat, and best of luck in the second half here.
Perfect, thank you.
All right, that was Inside the Isles with Noah Laaouan, and I'm Aiden Northcott with you as always.